If you've been using Dynamo for a while and you're starting to use Dynamo Player within Revit, you've probably seen the run completed with errors dialog within the interface, and it's a little bit annoying. In this video, we're going to look at a way to fix this warning or suppress it for certain parts of your graph. So if that sounds interesting, check out the rest of the video. Alright, so at this point we are in Revit 2022 and we are in the Advanced Sample project. I like to use this project because you already have it on your machine. If you have Revit installed, you have this project, so you're good to go. I have a sample Dynamo graph that I will link below if you want to follow along. It's really simple. I have it open right now in Dynamo Player, and it has a input of a boolean for true and false for setting the parameter, and a select model element to pick something. All it's doing is setting the parameter to the word hi, the comments parameter, if it's on true. If it's on false, it actually causes an error on purpose. So you can see that that one did cause an error. If I were to toggle it to true and hit run, it will say run completed, and we will see the comments parameter set to the word hi. So let's take a look at this graph and see what I did. In this case, it is causing an error on purpose for this example. So we'll click on the pencil icon to open the graph in full Dynamo UI. And with that open, I'll drag Dynamo Player out of the way for now, and we will see that it's pretty simple. You select a wall, false will cause a warning, true will cause it to run. In this case, it's not exactly easy to figure out how to do this, but basically if it's false, I am feeding a null value into the set parameter, and null values just don't work. They're a problem when it comes to the set parameter by name. So what we can do is, I'll clean this up a little bit, is there's a node in here to apply functions to graphs to map nodes together. It's kind of confusing, but if you were to disconnect an input port on the set parameter and hover, you will see that the output type of this node is function. That's actually a object type in Dynamo, a function, and we can use that. So in the library, let's search for function, and it's kind of hidden in here. It's function apply, and we can click on evaluate to see where it is in the library. In this case, it's under script, evaluate, function apply. Let's go ahead and place that node. What this node takes is a function as an input, so a node missing an input, and the argument that corresponds to that missing input. So in this case, it's element. So let's go ahead and drag this node above. We'll zoom and scroll. And that would be our argument. So now if I hit run, something really cool happens. The function apply is just surfacing a null. It can handle null values. It doesn't freak out like the set parameter by name does. So it is just suppressing that for us. If I hit true, it will set the parameter. Let's go ahead and save this. We'll close it, and we'll refresh our Dynamo Player UI. So with Dynamo Player refreshed, if we were to hit select model element, we'll pick a different wall in this case just to make it a little more interesting. We'll change it to false, and we'll hit play. Now you'll see that it says run completed. It no longer says run completed with errors. We know that I ran it with an error technically because the parameter didn't set. Let's go ahead and toggle this to true and hit play, and you will see that the comments parameter did change. And once again, no errors. Let's go ahead and add that input as an input in Dynamo Player just to finish out this thought. So in Dynamo, if we want to add a new input, we'll search for string. We'll title this parameter name by double clicking the header. You right click on the node to change it to an input, and we'll plug this into where value was. We'll also give it a default entry of hello. We'll change the word. I'll leave that comment in there for now. Once again, refresh our Dynamo Player interface, and we're ready to go. You will now see that we have an additional input, parameter name. Let's go ahead and run this. We'll select the wall again, and you'll see that it says hello. We change it to false, and we change this to apple or something. It didn't change it. Let's select another wall and try again. It also did not change that one. That's because of the false value. We change it to true, it will change it. So there it is. That's a way to kind of suppress errors in Dynamo Player. So if you're encountering a lot of your graphs that you're sending off to users, and there's errors that you know will happen if you have a graph that's branching or something, that's one way to suppress one side of it if they choose an option. I don't suggest to use this in every case to suppress every error that could possibly happen, because some errors are good. You want to see what's going on in your Dynamo graph. But in the ones that you know will happen, this is a great way to do it. So I hope that helped out, and thanks for checking it out.